wise man will listen to the counseling of his wife. A foolish man will reject the good counseling of his wife. I don't think God only meant us to be helpers in the home, cleaning your house, washing your clothes, cooking for you, bearing children and taking care of those your children. What is it? What is it with this nightclub business? Can you put rest with it? Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rosie, and in this video I'll be talking about how a married man lost the sum of 500 million in a business deal which his wife strongly kicked against it, but he said no and went ahead to do it. In this video I'll equally share why I feel some men don't listen to their wives and why I feel this group of men, and if not all men, should start listening to their wives. All right, if this is a topic you're interested in, keep on watching. So if this is your first time here, please go ahead and subscribe. Check out my playlist. There's definitely something for you to watch. For my returning subscribers, thank you for your love and support. Let's just go into the video. No time to waste. Okay, so guys, when I saw this comment, I'm going to leave it here on the screen. It was made by a popular Nigerian comedian slash filmmaker. He said that I think I failed in my nightclub business because God wanted to show me that this is not my calling because my wife strongly kicked against it, but I said no. When I saw this comment, I was like, oh my God, I can totally relate with this. Why? Because first, I'm married. I've been married for almost 6 years now. Secondly, I know what it feels for you to give your spouse an idea or tell your spouse that this business idea you are trying to venture in is probably not going to work. Why not do it this way? Or why not just hold on or try something else which I feel you're very good at? Okay, and the spouse says no. I know that, and then at the end of the day, you both are bearing the consequences. This is the case with AY. AY wanted to go into this business and the wife refused, but he went ahead to do it. Now my question is, what is it with people? Like, once you have money or you have a certain amount of money, you feel like the next business to do is like snack bar business or nightclub business. Okay, what is it with this nightclub business? Can you put rest with it? A lot of people love to drink, they love parties, so I think investing in this business is going to work. But is it the will of God for you? Is it the purpose of God for you? This is something you should always ask. And I love the way AY put this statement beautifully. Now, why do you think some men don't listen to their wives? For me, I think one of the reasons why men don't listen to their wives is because they are men, mostly African men. Why should it be my wife giving me this advice? I should be the one thinking. I'm the man, I'm the head of the family. I should be the one thinking like this. I should be the one to come up with these ideas. I don't think I'm going to take it. The second thing is the way the woman will relate with the husband, like give these suggestions to the husband. It might just be in the form of an insult, or in another case, it might be that the husband is afraid that tomorrow, if he takes this wife's idea, which is good, the wife might come back to bite him and say, if not of me, you will not be in the position that you are. Another reason why I feel men don't listen to their wives when they give them suggestions, especially when it concerns business or how the family should go, is because of their upbringing. Probably their parents, particularly their fathers, must have advised them that do not allow your wife to be the one to be making decisions in your home, because once you do that, give your wife that right to be the one to be making decisions and giving you suggestions on how things should be done, even in your business, then you are going to take the position of your wife, and your wife is going to take your position as the man. So your wife is going to, be challenging you and all that. So I feel like these are some of the reasons why some men don't listen. There are many reasons, which is why I'm making this video, and I am willing to learn. Share with me in the comment section why you think some men don't listen to their wives, and if you're a man watching me, why do you think you will not take a good advice from your wife? In the comment section, I am interested and I want to read, and I'm here to learn. All right, so now let's move on to why I feel like men should start listening to their wives. If you are in this category of men that don't listen to your wife, I feel like you should start listening to your wife. The very first thing is that when God created we women and said we are helpers, I don't think God only meant us to be helpers in the home, cleaning your house, washing your clothes, cooking for you, bearing children and taking care of your children. I don't think that's probably the main reason why God created us. One of the reasons I think God created women is to help men in making good decisions, especially decisions that will make them to attain their full potentials and help them in their purpose and visions in life. Okay, women are born with intuition. God has blessed women with the wisdom to help men in making good decisions. I mean good women. I'm not talking about some women that they are instead there to bring down a man. No, a good woman will want to help his husband grow. Okay, another thing I want to say is that a wise man will listen to the counseling of his wife. A foolish man will reject the good counseling of his wife. And why do I say a wise man? Because It is only a wise man that will identify that, you know what, my wife is in my life not only as my help, a domestic help, but also to help me build my empire. Learn to listen to your wife. Okay, another thing I want to say is that men should understand that as a couple, they are a team. They are not opposing team. They are not working against each other. Therefore, if you're blessed with a woman who is filled with wisdom from God to be able to help you, to tell you, to identify, because all women have this foresight that God has blessed us with, to know when something is good and when it's not good. And if you have such a woman in your house who has the ability to tell you that, oh, this business plan that you are trying to follow is going to make you millions, and or this business plan you're trying to take, it's not going anywhere, or it's a good a business, but your strategy is wrong, let me try to help you in coming up with a good strategy, then you are a blessed man. You guys are a team, and you should know, like for example, in the case of AY, he has lost 500 million naira. Okay, he's a wealthy man, his feet are really planted on the ground like that. But imagine that was their only income that he has taken from the bank and invested, or probably he borrowed money to invest in this business and it failed because he refused to listen to his wife, to the good counseling of his wife. Now, it will not only be the husband that will be suffering, but the wife will be suffering as well. Just imagine that they will have to go back to square one. They will start drinking garri all over, be it red garri or white garri, probably with salt, because maybe there will not even be money to buy sugar. But now, what I'm trying to, it might be funny, but what I'm trying to say is that imagine investing all your money into this business and your wife says it's not going to work, yet you went ahead to do it, and now the two of you have to bear the consequences. And imagine if you have kids and now these kids also will be suffering. Probably you guys have already made up your mind that they will go to the best of schools and all that, but because of some of the irrational decisions that the husband made, because he's the head of the house, God has placed him the head over a woman. All I'm just trying to say is, men, try to listen to your wives when they counsel you against certain things that are not right, because every good woman will want the husband to succeed, and your success is the success of the both of you, because the two of you are a team. That's how, whenever I want to advise my husband, that's what I always put at the back of my mind. This advice I want to give my husband, is it a good thing? It's only a selfish woman or a bad woman that will advise the husband wrongly because he wants the husband to fail, but every good woman will want the husband to succeed. Another thing I just want to quickly throw in here is that men should understand that men are multidimensional. Women can think about so many different ideas and bring it to life. But a man, when he thinks of one idea, he runs with that idea till he finishes with that project and then move on to the next. But God has blessed women to be thinking or doing so many different projects at the same time. So with that kind of a mindset, you should know that if my wife can be thinking of so many things and God has empowered her with strength to do so many things and wisdom to carry out so many activities or projects at the same time, and it works, why not just give her this listening ear and try her idea? And that is why a story like Deborah in the Bible, the story of Deborah in the Bible just encourages me, and I always pray that God should fill me with wisdom to be able to help my family and help my husband in making the right decisions. Deborah was a prophetess, she was a wife and a judge. She was a prophetess who communicates with God and pray for the nation. She was and communicate the things that God wants with the people. Deborah was a wife to the husband. They did not really mention the husband, they just mentioned his name, but they didn't say anything about the husband. For the Bible to say she was a wife, meaning that she would still perform her wifely duties diligently, and then after that goes and sit under a palm tree to attend to the affairs of the state and give people wise counseling. That is only to show you that women are blessed with wisdom and are multidimensional. Okay, they are blessed by God to give advice and to carry on projects. And another reason why you should listen to your wife. I love the way AY said, I think I failed in my nightclub business because God wanted to show me that this was not my calling. See, God speaks to us in different ways. We want to see God face to face before we believe certain things that he tells us. Most time when God tells us things that are contrary to our plans, we don't like to listen. We don't want to take it because we are acting on our emotions, we are acting based on our flesh. But sometimes God will talk to us and cancel some of our plans because he knows that that's not a plan. While you are making your own plan, God is telling you that this plan that you're making is not working, it's not in alignment with my own plan. This is how you should go. And he will use anything to communicate that with you. In this case, God used AY's wife but AY refused to listen to God's counsel through his wife because it's coming from a woman. And that is why most African men don't like to listen to their wives, because how can I be taking an advice from a woman? Who is a woman to tell me to do this? But whereas if it was a man that gave AY that same advice, he would probably listen because it's coming from a man. See, you men, do not underestimate the powers of a woman. Do not underestimate the counseling, the wise counseling of a woman. I just want to end by saying that, you know what, be it a man or a woman, it's always good to carry your partner along, especially when you're making important decisions and you know that those decisions might affect your family. Always take your partner along, and it's good as a man to listen to the suggestions of your wife. As a wife, know how to give your husband suggestions, and above all, you guys should always take your plans to God. Pray about your plans, pray about everything, because that's what the Bible says. Pray about your plans. We make our plans, but God has the final plan and the direction for our purpose. And know that it is not every business that you venture into that is meant for you. Ask God whenever you want to do something. Ask it, God, is this the will for me? I think I've said what I have to say. Let me know your thoughts again in the comment section. Share with me why you think a man will not listen to the wife, and what ways in which you can communicate with your spouse and when they are making decisions. Thank you guys for watching. Like this video, share, and until next time, it's bye bye from Rosie.